Every love story begins with promise. Charles and Mandy's was no different. 10 years and 2 children later, they had built what many would call a perfect life. Then there was Jessie, Mandy's cousin, the one who always seemed to light up any room she entered. The bonds of family ran deep. Jessie, single and vibrant, spent most weekends at Mandy and Charles's home, a welcome addition to their family gatherings. But beneath the surface of family dinners and casual conversations, something else was brewing. Something that would test the boundaries of loyalty and love. Perhaps Mandy sensed it before anyone said a word. The subtle shift in the atmosphere when all three were in a room together. It began innocently enough. Conversations that lasted a little too long. Glances that held a moment more than necessary. Charles found himself increasingly distracted at home. The woman he had built a life with now seemed distant, their connection fraying in ways neither acknowledged. For Jessie, there was a thrill in the attention. She had always possessed an effortless ability to draw men toward her, like moths to a flame. The late-night texts. The sudden excuses to leave the room. Mandy wasn't blind to the signs. Is there something I should know about you and Charles? How could you even think that? You're my family. I would never do anything to hurt you. The denial came easily to Jessie's lips. Perhaps too easily. Meanwhile, Charles wrestled with his conscience. The vows he had made. The family he had built. And the undeniable pull towards something forbidden. Decisions made in the heat of passion rarely consider their full consequences. For the children, it began as confusion. Why was Dad leaving? When would he be back? For Mandy, it was the collapse of everything she had believed in. The betrayal cut deeper coming from two people she had trusted completely. And for Charles and Jessie, their new beginning was shadowed by the wreckage they had left behind. Family gatherings changed. Relationships fractured. The ripple effects of their choices spread far beyond the three of them. But beneath this story of betrayal lay another layer, another secret. Months before Charles's wandering I found Jessie, Mandy had shared a confession with her cousin. A moment of weakness with one of Charles' friends. A secret Jessie had kept. A confidence between cousins. In Jessie's mind, this knowledge transformed her actions. Not a betrayal, but a realignment. Not stealing, but liberating someone from a relationship already broken. The justifications we create to absolve ourselves rarely stand up to scrutiny. Yet they provide the comfort needed to sleep at night. Charles and Jessie married in a quiet ceremony. The joy of their union perpetually shadowed by its origins. Mandy forgave Charles and Jessie, and found her way forward, carrying both the weight of her own choices and the pain of betrayal. The children adapted, as children do, to their new normal. Weekend visits. Holiday schedules. The complicated choreography of divided families. In the tangled web of human hearts, who can truly judge? 3 people. 3 sets of choices. Each believing themselves justified in their actions. What breaks can never be truly unbroken. It can only be reformed into something different. Something that carries the marks of its fractures. And so they moved forward on separate paths, each carrying pieces of their shared history. A reminder that every choice, every betrayal, every justification, comes with a price.